Hi everyone, my country of choice is Israel, and I wanted to start off with my introduction being where my country is located. It is located in the Middle East on the eastern end of the Mediterranean Sea. It borders Lebanon to the north, Syria to the northeast, Jordan by the southeast, and Egypt by the southwest. The Mediterranean Sea is to the west of the country. This country's capital is Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is the seat of the government. As you can see in this map, Lebanon is to the north, Syria is to the northeast, and Jordan is to the southeast. Egypt is southwest, and the west is the Mediterranean Sea. So you can see the sea to the left, Jordan to the right, Syria and Lebanon at the top, and Egypt to your left bottom. With this map, I wanted to go over the major water sources of Israel, considering that Israel is part of a major water shortage. So at the top, you can see where they start with Lake Tiberias, which is also known as the Sea of Galilee. And this lake flows with the Jordan River, and along the Jordan River, it is also the border of Jordan and Israel. The Jordan River flows into the Dead Sea, which is the lowest point of a natural landscape on Earth, which it's a very salty type acidic water, and nothing can live in it, and not many towns are populated around the Dead Sea. The Jordan River continues to flow down most of Israel into the Gulf of Aqaba. And if you look towards, it's still on land, but towards the Mediterranean Sea, there is a national water carrier that the Yorgana and Sorek rivers flow into. And what this national water carrier does is carries water to the regions of Israel that do not have access to water any other way. I'm going to include pictures of the Sea of Galilee in the next couple of clips now. One of the things that the Jordan River is known for is the baptism of Jesus. In the Bible, it talks about John the Baptist doing baptisms in the river, and as Jesus grew older, he learned of the river and went to John the Baptist to be baptized by him in the river of Jordan. And this is just a picture of the shoreline of the Dead Sea. And this is satellite images of the Dead Sea, and I wanted to include this so that everyone could understand how it looks with the water levels being lower than any point on the earth anywhere else. And this is another picture of the Dead Sea with columns of salt rising from the extremely saline waters of the Dead Sea. This is a picture of another one of the major rivers in the country of Israel, the Yirkon River, which is located towards the west, closer to the Mediterranean Sea. The next thing I wanted to discuss is that Israel is a small country ranging about 290 miles north to south and 85 miles east to west. And Israel has 4 geographic regions. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Negev Desert. And this is one of the regions where it's a very sandy desert climate where not much is grown. But this is where your Arabic people are going to be more found during the Crusades, and when Jews started migrating into the country and fights broke out on who was going to obtain the country. This is where a lot of your Arabic people, Arabic nomads were and still are located today. The Great Rift Valley is another one of the 4 geographic regions. This region of the country is going to be towards your southwestern portion, and it's going to run into Africa with the Great Rift Valley. The Great Rift Valley is part of the East African Rift System. I wanted to include this picture of the Bat Yam, Israel town, because this is going to be part of your Mediterranean coastal plain, and this is also going to run into the hill regions of the northern and central Israel. I decided to use this picture of the Tev of Israel architecture because in these regions of the coastal plains and the hill country, these are going to be your heavily populated regions of the country, and so this is going to be towards your urban areas of the country. This is a picture of Haifa, Israel, and in the background you can see that Mount Carmel is there as well. As of 2016, according to the data from World Bank, the population is roughly 8.55 million. That is about the equal population of New Jersey in the United States. Now, starting culture and religion, Jerusalem, which is the capital of Israel, is sectioned up into 4 sections for religion and culture. So you have your Christian corner, your Muslim corner, Jewish corner, and Armenian corner. And I'll get into a few pictures after this of what a few of those places look like. But for Christian, the Church of Nativity, which is also, there's one in Bethlehem. This is said to be the exact place Jesus was born in the Christian history. The church was built over the spot of the holy, where Jesus was born. And then for Islam, the Dome of the Rock is the oldest existent Islamic monument, which was completed in 619 to 692 in Jerusalem. And I have a picture of that I'll show you guys here in a minute. The Jewish Western Wall, which is in Jerusalem, is a place of prayer and pilgrimage. It's sacred to the Jewish people and the only remains of the Second Temple of Jerusalem. And then for the Armenian, this is another belief of Christianity, but it's a little different than your normal Christianity. And in Jerusalem, the Patriarch was founded early in the 14th century by the Armenian Apostolic Church. This is the Western Wall in Jerusalem, and this is a Jewish monument for a place of prayer. This picture is of the Church of Nativity. This is in Bethlehem, also West Bank. West Bank is part of Israel as well, but this is just an example of what the Church of Nativity looks like. This is what the Dome of the Rock for the Islam culture and religion. This is what it looks like, and a lot of Islam come here to pray. And like I said previously, this is the oldest existent Islamic monument. This is a picture of the Western Wall and the Dome of the Rock, and this is just kind of showing you the layout of how Jerusalem is shown and split up from Christianity, Jewish and Islam. And I don't have a picture of the Armenian culture church, but that is another thing that is in Jerusalem. This is a picture of the Prime Minister-elect Ariel Sharon, March 8, 2001. I wanted to talk a little bit about the government of Israel. The government in Israel is a multi-party republic with one legislative house, and the seat of the government is in Jerusalem. I will use this time to talk about the education of Israel. In the country of Israel, schooling is free for children between the ages of 5 to 15 and not compulsory for those 16 to 17. Parents have the option to send to a state school or state religious schools or a private religious school. Arab students have a system of schools in which Arabic is the primary language of instruction. School syllabuses include that radio and television educational programming in both Hebrew and Arabic, and special attention is directed towards the agriculture and technical training. I found it interesting how schooling is free for children of 5 to 15 years of age and not mandatory for children of the ages of 16 to 17, and also that the Arabic culture has special schools for these children. I wanted to begin by talking about the health of the healthcare and everything like hospitals and such in Israel. The Ministry of Health maintains a public and preventative health service. Hospitals and clinics are non-governmental. A national health insurance program assures hospitalization coverage and basic medical care for all. Kupat Hilom has its own physicians, clinics, and hospitals that are run by Histrident Labor Union. Israel is known worldwide as an amazing healthcare organization. I had no idea that Israel had such a successful healthcare system. I find it interesting that they are known worldwide for their healthcare systems. A few things with the art in Israel is that Israel's Philharmonic Orchestra has earned a worldwide reputation. Classical music and Israel's violin and piano artists have made it to worldwide international career statuses. And art from Israel includes several biblical themed paintings that have become popular. And the sound of music is influenced by folk, rock, and all latest pop styles in the Hebrew language. Arabic pop music is as well popular in Israel. Hey guys, just some final thoughts on the country of Israel. First of all, I've always wanted to visit Israel, but now this little research I've had to do makes me want to visit even more. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. All information from this video is from the Britannica.com, and these are a few of their sites that are used while researching on their sites.